Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Isn't the book of Ruth such a beautiful story? Not only is it a tale of tragedy, faith, loyalty, and love, but it's a story within a story of God's people, His provision for them, and His promises being fulfilled. In Ruth, we see a foreigner being accepted into the people of God. Not only that, but she has the privilege to be in the line of the Messiah, one of the few women mentioned in Jesus' genealogy. What an honor! But there was another woman who could have had that honor and privilege. She could have become part of God's people, but she chose to turn back. Orpah. She'd been the daughter-in-law of Naomi, the wife of Chilion. When her husband died, she too stayed with Naomi. She apparently loved Naomi and was willing to travel back with her to Judah. But at Naomi's urging, she turned back and went home to her father's house. Naomi did have to plead with her to get her to go back. To her credit, Orpah was willing to care for Naomi, but the fact was, she turned back. What if Orpah, like Ruth, had insisted on continuing the journey and staying with Naomi? Well, she would have been another mouth to feed, but 2 more hands to work. True, as Naomi pointed out, she couldn't have another son for Orpah to marry. Her future as a foreigner in Judah did look bleak, but we know what happened to Ruth. Don't you think God could have provided a home for Orpah too? Maybe Boaz had a brother. But we'll never find out what could have been. Orpah returned to her home in Moab. Maybe she remarried and had children. Maybe not. Maybe she was happy in the life she had chosen. Maybe not. But what we do know is that she missed her chance to become part of God's people, to be blessed by God, to be His special possession along with the Israelites. Ruth went one path and Orpah went another. Ruth risked it all. Orpah went back to where it was safe. She let Naomi talk her out of following the Lord. Her determination waned. She became discouraged. She gave up. She went back. I've had some discouragement this week. I've definitely been tempted to give up and go back to the safe path, the easier path. But what God is teaching me in this story, and perhaps teaching you too, is that if I let this discouragement keep me from following the Lord and His will for me, I will miss out. I will miss out on blessings I can't even fathom right now. I will miss out on seeing the Lord work in and through me and do miracles right before my eyes. I will miss out on the excitement that comes from living by faith. And I don't want to miss out. I know if I turned back, like Mordecai told Esther, God would get done what He wants done, but I wouldn't get to be part of it. Yes, it might look safer down the other path, or smoother, but I want to be like Ruth, a loyal, faithful servant to the one I love. And I hope you do too. I'd be encouraged to hear your story of how God has blessed you when you kept going, even when you were discouraged. You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. I'm Carla Early, and thanks for listening. And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.